Ladies and gentlemen, as we enter into the 4th edition of India Leadership Conclave and Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards 2013, Indian Affairs, Asia's most credible news magazine, has witnessed a sea of change in the overall aspects of the Indian economy, political setup, economic reforms, judicial empowerment, and social transformation. India today is on the threshold of major challenges as it is confronting both in domestic as well as out of the border. The biggest change is the change in the thought process of the rising Indian middle class, and the recent events unfolded in the length and breadth of the country, which clearly indicates that India is indeed heading towards a bigger experimentation in its outlook post-independence. Keeping in view the latest trends in economic, political, social, cultural and other pressing issues, Indian Affairs have decided to keep the theme of the 4th edition of the India Leadership Conclave as New India, Agenda for Change. India Leadership Conclave and Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards, organized by Network 7 Media Group's Indian Affairs magazine, is arguably Asia's biggest analytical news magazine and is one of India's prestigious and coveted titles. Over the years, Indian Affairs has established a credible platform of serious discussion where brand India's most illustrious leaders and icons assemble to discuss the roadmap for India's growth trajectory. The last 3 annual affairs at the India Leadership Conclave platform, we have witnessed some of the biggest think tanks of the contemporary leaders in society. From social to political and from business to cultural, all have addressed, deliberated and opened up the new mantras of development. While more than 200 leaders of Indian mainstream polity have spoken, the platform has recognized and honored more than top 300 leaders and enterprises over the last 3 annual editions. Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards 2013 are a set of prestigious awards developed by the eminent juries and bestowed to the deserving leaders and enterprises after a thorough screening of their landmark achievements for their significant accomplishments in their own fields and those who have performed under tough conditions, imbibing innovation in their business approach. Clearly, India Leadership Conclave and Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards 2013 are India's most eagerly awaited and prestigious title in recent times, as one can see in various media reports. Indian Affairs takes utmost care in ensuring the proper mechanism in place and periodically review the process of votings, which go on for 60 days to select the final winner. Network 7 Media Group media outfit is a result of emergence of an extreme thought process in the form of some of the biggest and exclusive media properties that arose due to the frustration and disappointment of the present status quo of the society in existence in the form of a careless and extremely insensitive administration of a large setup. Network 7 Group has continually strived to expose the misdeeds of the corrupt administrative fabrics or poor legislation or failure of a large entity in corporate governance. Distinctively standing out of other media initiatives, Network 7 Group has been in the forefront of championing the cause of good governance and fair, unbiased and independent reporting in national and international fields. The last 3 editions, which received widespread appreciations for its significant debating point, were held at Delhi, Mumbai and Bangalore respectively, and is now entering in its 4th year. Announcing the final nominations, Satya Brahma, Chairman and Editor-in-Chief of Network 7 Media Group, said India Leadership Conclave and Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards, organized by Network 7 Media Group's Indian Affairs magazine, is Asia's biggest analytical news magazine and arguably one of India's most prestigious and coveted titles, covering more than 5,000 leaders of the country. The last 3 annual affairs has witnessed some of the biggest think tanks of the contemporary leaders in society, from social to political, from business to cultural, addressed, deliberated and opened up the new mantras of development. While more than 100 leaders of Indian mainstream polity have spoken, the platform has recognized and felicitated more than 300 leaders and enterprises. Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards are a set of prestigious awards developed by the juries and bestowed to the deserving leaders and enterprises after a thorough screening of their landmark achievements for their significant accomplishments in their own fields under tough conditions, imbibing innovation in their business approach. Clearly, India Leadership Conclave and Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards 2013 are India's most eagerly awaited and prestigious title in recent times. This year's nomination has inclusions of some new categories such as Rising Brand Campaign of the Year 2013, Brand Icon of the Year 2013, Corporate Governance and Sustainability Vision Award 2013, and so on, to make it much more wider and value-centric, said Satya Brahma. Let's look at the procedure for Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards. Indian Affairs has set up independent panel of prominent societies and industry leaders to judge the awards and winners, who are selected on the basis of votings by the public. Some of the highlights of the judging process include initiatives that were undertaken or became effective in the last 12 to 18 months, and the following criteria when compiling the finalists in the final nominations. Widely perceived to be the most prestigious event in Asia, the Conclave aims to create a strong platform for interaction among the leaders of today and tomorrow. Entering in its fourth year, the much-anticipated nomination categories for the 4th Annual Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards 2013 has as many as 30 voting categories in various fields, such as agriculture, automobiles, auto components, aviation, education and training, engineering, financial services, food industry, insurance, IT and ITEs, manufacturing, media and entertainment, retail, science and technology, banking, biotechnology, cement, consumer markets, healthcare, infrastructure, oil and gas, pharmaceuticals, real estate and infrastructure, steel, textiles, telecommunications, tourism and hospitality will be recognized for their outstanding contribution to the Indian industry. Commenting on the announcement, Satya Brahma, Chairman of the 4th Annual India Leadership Conclave and Indian Affairs Business Leadership Awards 2012, said, "We attempt to recognize the shining stars of Brand India through a credible award mechanism, where each nomination has 4 nominees judged by the eminent juries and are thrown open to the public for 3-tier votings through SMS and email votings, and finally by the jury's verdict. This year's nominations are blending young blood with veterans, while a lot of emphasis has been given to the SME sectors, which are often neglected due to the presence of big personalities and brands." He added, financial management, decision-making roles and business impact, business ethics, managing rapid growth, innovation, adapting to change, strategic partnerships, leadership roles, marketing strategies, corporate philanthropy, or contributions to society. The companies and individuals who made it to the top 5 final categories are